Welcome to
every vegetable that you would have, when it gets to the point where it would spoil and it would be useless and you'd have to throw it away, it becomes worth more money.
Because it's compost.
No. If you have potatoes, but now you got too many potatoes, you could get vodka from that. Too much rice, you could get sake from that. But we got too many grapes, you could get wine with that. Milk, once it's going bad, that's where cheese comes in.
AI is starting to gaslight people now.
How?
So some person was studying, she was using AI to like make notes while she was studying. She asked AI questions and stuff like that, and then it coughed. He goes, oh yeah, and
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
it fully coughed and then continued the sentence. And then she was like, wait, excuse me, did I just hear you cough? And it's like, no, I didn't cough. Like, what are you hearing? You want to hear it?
Wait, why? Why did the AI cough?
I don't know, that's the thing.
It's trying to be more human?
Yes, look.
It sounds like you.
He said, whoa, hold on.
Hold on.
Looks like we have a question again. What's up, man?
Since when could you cough?
That's an interesting observation. As an AI, I don't actually have the ability
See?
Oh my god, it's gaslighting me.
Yo, what the hell?
Proof the rapture is about to happen. Global moral decay. Spread of the gospel. Global technology. Mockery of the rapture. Wars and rumors of wars. Rise of false prophets. Rise of globalism. Rebirth of Israel. Falling away of the church. Increase in natural disasters.
Every country will have AIs or multiple AIs, and there will be a lot of robots.
There'll be a lot of robots, but we had
way more robots than people.
Prediction on the number of robots by 2040, humanoid robots to be specific. What order of magnitude?
By 2040.
This is
Yeah.
starting
I think
to sound like
if you say like 2040, probably there are more humanoid robots than there are people.
So on the order of
I'd
10
say-
billion. Yeah.
Yes.
And your price point on these humanoid robots?
Once you get out 2040, that's a long time from now. Going 25 years, there'll be at least 10 billion humanoid robots.
10 billion.
And price
From
point?
a cost, yeah, the price point will be, I think, quite low. Probably $25,000 for a robot that can do anything.
And what do you think about for young men? For young men.
And for young men, don't be new scum.
What does the meaning of new scum?
Yes. See, dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president.
Really?
And when I say that,
Is that an allegation or that's true? Can't even tell.
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart for the Lord, and words are words, but I know her heart, and it doesn't even matter. And you say what you want to say because I know your heart. I do not judge that.
Sister. Thank you. For boys, Be boys.
Amen.
Be boys. It's okay. Be boys. It's nothing wrong with being a boy.
What does that mean? I think that's so
How
deep.
about that?
Like,
Amen.
what does that mean?
How powerful is that? How profound is that?
Amen.
Boys will be boys, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Now, let me tell you how they played Donald Trump. During his first term, they let Donald Trump think he was in charge. During his first term, they let Donald Trump think he was commander in chief. During his first term, they let Donald Trump go against COVID. They let Donald Trump go against the LGBT. They let him do what he wanted to do. You know why? Because they was looking towards Donald Trump's second term. They said, when he gets back in the second term, Art, we're going to sit his ass down. We're going to let him know who's in charge. We're going to let him know what he's going to do. And if he tries to be arrogant and narcissistic and belligerent, as he has shown the world he can be, we're going to let him know. Jeffrey Epstein worked for us. And now you work for us. Why? Because you was very good friends with Jeffrey Epstein for a very long time. And we know you know what he was doing, and you did nothing to stop it, even if you didn't participate. You want to know why Donald Trump is attacking Venezuela, Art? Venezuela has an oil deal with Iran. And as you know, Israel can't stand Iran. America can't stand Iran. Venezuela has an oil deal with Iran. That's not good for the Zionists. So they're making Donald Trump attack Venezuela in the name of the Zionists. And Trinidad and Tobago is standing with Trump. And so therefore, Trump is elevating Nicki Minaj to national stature as a payback to the Trinidad and Tobago government. Art, Donald Trump can't get out of this if he wanted to. Whatever the Zionists tell him to do, he will do it. I heard J.D. Vance mention Nicki Minaj by name at least 4 times in his speech that he gave at Turning Point USA's conference in Phoenix on Sunday. He mentioned Nicki Minaj by name at least 4 times. And don't forget, Art, where was Nicki Minaj on November the 18th? On November the 18th, Nicki Minaj was at the United Nations. Art, how does a hip hop artist, no disrespect to my sister, Nicki is an intelligent sister, beautiful family. This ain't personal, this political art. But how does a rapper, how does a hip hop artist go from rap to giving speeches at the United Nations? And on November the 18th, Nicki Minaj gave a speech supporting Donald Trump's intervention in northern Nigeria on behalf of the Christians. Let me ask you a question, Art. Since when did Donald Trump start caring about black Christians? He don't care about the black Christians right here in America. What has Donald Trump done about miseducation for black Christians in America? What has Donald Trump done about police brutality against black Christians in America? What has Donald Trump done about homelessness and gentrification against black Christians in America? What has Donald Trump done against economic apartheid waged against black Christians in America? Since when did Donald Trump start giving a damn about black Christians? So let me get this right, Art. You're not doing nothing for the black Christians in America, but you're going to go all the way to northern Nigeria. You're going to go all the way to northern Nigeria and save Nigerian Christians from genocide and abuse. Now, first, Art, let me say this. There is genocide and abuse, some genocide against my northern Nigerian Christian brothers and sisters by Muslims in the northern region that I don't condone. If the international reports are right, you've had 10,000 northern Nigerian Christians who've been massacred over so many of these past years. It's wrong. I don't condone it. And I hope the Nigerian government gets this under control. Northern Nigeria, Art, is mostly Muslim. Southern Nigeria is mostly Christian. So the Muslims who are living, the Christians who are living in Muslim-dominated northern Nigeria, they're the ones who are being harmed. But guess what, Art? This was going on when Donald Trump was president the first time. If this was going on when Donald Trump was president the first time, why didn't he do something about it then? Because he's not threatening military invasion in Nigeria because he cared about Christians. Because if that were the case, Art, why don't he do something about the South Sudanese who are being genocided right now? Why don't Donald Trump do something about the Sudanese who are being genocided right now? Why is he ignoring the Sudanese genocide, Art? Why is he ignoring the child slaves in the Congo, Art? Since he cares so much about black people. Let me tell you why. Donald Trump is ignoring the genocide in Sudan because it's being carried out by Arabs from the United Arab Emirates. The Arabs from the UAE are in the Sudan killing and genociding our black Sudanese brothers and sisters.
Listen to what this guy says about Freemasons and the Bible.
Let's talk about like what the Freemasons are.
Yeah.
When you get into some of the Freemasonic rituals, do you know who the master builder is that they worship? It's King Solomon from the Bible.
Really?
Because King Solomon built the temple. That's what Masons are. They're builders. They're a building. They're the guild of Masons. And so when they do if you go into a Masonic lodge, they do this elaborate ceremony about Solomon because he got the blueprint, basically, the dimensions for the temple from God. And what Solomon did as the king of Israel is he had all of the different desert tribes from the Middle East come to the kingdom of Israel. It made Israel very rich. They would come and do trade and pay homage to Israel. But what Solomon did is he started to pay homage to their deities. So they would come from all the different Middle Eastern kingdoms with their own deities, probably demons. And Solomon would basically give sacrifices maybe, or worship those demons. That's ultimately why God punished him. And so that is what the Masons are involved in. It's sort of like it's heavily involved with demons. It's based on Jewish mysticism. Nobody talks about this, but Jews in the world are very mystical. There's a very long-standing mystic tradition. People don't realize this, but you have Jews and they read the Talmud, and the Talmud is just like a legal code. So they have like tons of books. But there's another aspect of Judaism which is very mystical. It's called Kabbalah.
Yeah.
And that is something that is very much a part of their theology and very much a part of their religion. And Kabbalism is kind of where all of the occult springs from. Like if you get into Aleister Crowley, if you get into the Masonic stuff, the Illuminati, it all really comes from Kabbalah. It all comes from like the Zohar. It all comes from those, let's say, hermeneutics about the book of Genesis, the books of Moses.
This woman was in Haiti and met a cat that could talk.
Really? I have a story to tell you. Call me Delulu. I don't care anymore. I know what I saw. I heard what I heard, and it is real over there, okay? So when I was 15, I had to go to Haiti. I remember my mom talking to me. She said, hey, if you see an animal ou un bête ou something, just look the other way. Don't talk to it. Don't make fun of it. Don't even look at it, because those animals could actually be humans. Yeah, humans. So I started taking a shower, and where the shower was, there was like this wall, but you can see the outside through that wall, right? So I would take a shower. All of a sudden, there's this black cat that would watch me take a shower. And I kid you not, every time I would take a shower and that black cat is there, that night I would have sleep paralysis. Never really paid attention to it. It was just weird. Whatever. This cat's been watching me for a long time. Every evening it would come and just watch me. And it's a black cat, okay? Every time this cat would come out, I would have these like chills, like goosebumps. Bad. One day, nobody was home. I decided I was going to take a shower. Nobody is at the house, okay? The cat is there. And now, like, my chills are seriously chilling at this point. But I'm taking a shower. I'm like, I'm not scared of no cat. I'm from America. I got this, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. So I'm taking a shower, and then all of a sudden, the cat look at me. I look at the cat. The cat goes, Lisa. That's my name. Lisa. I'm like,
that's creepy.
Lisa. I kid you not, the cat called my name. And I looked at the cat, and the cat looked at me, and I screamed. The cat didn't move. I'm screaming, and all of a sudden, my aunt was coming back from the grocery store or something, and she heard me, and I was like, oh my God, the cat is talking to me. I don't know. I had never seen this before. I'm like losing my mind. My aunt cussed that cat out. My aunt told that cat, don't you ever come here. Some weird stuff I don't even know. I don't understand. And I kid you not, that was the last time I've ever seen that cat. What? That cat understood what my aunt said. That cat spoke to me, and that's real. Be careful when you go to Haiti, okay? Because those animals, respect the animals, because those animals are humans, okay?
It is not 2026 everywhere in the world. In Ethiopia, it's 2018. In Nepal, 2082. Israel, 5786. Iran, 1404. Thailand, 2569. India, 1947. Bhutan, 2152. Saudi Arabia, 1447.
So
Bangladesh, 1432. And in North Korea, 115.
We got McDonald's for everyone. But I have a theory that McDonald's meat is children.
Really? Have I?
I swear
really?
it is. I swear it is, yo. I swear it is. there's not that many cows out there. But you know what goes missing in America every year? Like 12 million children.
12
And,
million
people find
children.
in McDonald's fucking teeth and shit. So I wouldn't even be surprised.
The Simpsons predicted that in 2026, a virus named HMPV could start in the United States. In their story, the infection spread very fast across Springfield. People began to feel sick with sore throats, fevers that didn't go away, heavy coughing that kept them up at night, body pain so bad that even Homer stayed home from work, and strong headaches that made Lisa put her books aside. Dr. Hibbert had to check patients outside in the parking lot because the hospital was already full. Once again, schools were shut down, people had to work from their homes, everyone was required to wear masks again. Still, the people of Springfield tried to adjust to the situation. Kids played games through their windows, neighbors talked to each other from a distance. Homer tried cooking, Bart started doing homework because of boredom, and Marge made masks with funny patterns. But the toughest part for everyone was staying indoors. Some people in Springfield kept hoping things would return to normal soon, while others tried new hobbies just to stay positive during the difficult days. And through it all, the people of Springfield held on to hope, waiting for the day life would finally feel normal again. Do you think this kind of prediction could ever come true? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Why did they put a pyramid, an Egyptian pyramid, on the back of an American dollar bill? What does annuit, coeptus mean? And novas ordo seclorum. What are the Roman numerals behind on the bottom of the pyramid? Why are there 13 layers going up the pyramid? Why is there an eye inside the triangle? I'm glad you asked.
So much details with the $1.
Because there's one hell of a story sitting right in front of you and you didn't even see it. So, is this symbol evil or is it good? And what does it really mean? The eye in the triangle, the pyramid. And why is it on the dollar bill? We find that the eye in the pyramid is connected to Illuminati. God is enlightenment. So our word Illuminati or illumination. God is illumination. The eye represents illumination. The people who run this world from behind the scenes are many things, but stupid is not one of them. They are operating on a very high spiritual level, the people who run this world.
These are 3 facts about serial killers that could save your life. Number 3, you're in the most danger when you're being helpful. One of the most commonly used tactics by serial killers is to ask strangers for help. Commonly, you'll see them like on the side of the road and claim that they're broke down and need to get a new tire, or say that they ran out of gas, or even say they need help carrying something up. But these are the moments when you're the most vulnerable. So if you have a weird feeling, it's better to just say no. It's okay to be rude rather than like be a victim.
Yeah.
Number 2, serial killers hunt routines, not people. So for example, serial killers will frequently get their victims from the same situation, from the same bar, or on the same street, or even the same gas station. They usually go to places that they're familiar. One of the hardest things to do though is to be alert when you're doing something that you do regularly. So for example, if you go on walks all the time and you walk the same route, usually you won't really be as alert because it's something that you do all the time. But an easy way to stay safe is to make a game out of it. Try to convince yourself that there is someone out there looking for you and you just gotta find them. Doing this, it's a way to make sure that you're alert even when your guard is down. And number 1, if you get taken to a second location, your survival odds plummet. This is a tip that should be shared around the world because it could literally save lives, right? One report said that people who are abducted have between a 60 and 80% chance of survival, but if they are taken to a second location, those chances go down to 5 to 10% chance of survival. So it is so important that if you do end up in a situation where you're abducted, you fight and scream as early and as loud as possible, because the first 10 seconds are more important than the next 10 hours.
Did you know the chewing gummies come from pig skin? Gelatin is made by boiling pig skin until the collagen breaks down. That gets dried, powdered, and mixed into candy. By the time it reaches the shelf, it looks cute and harmless. But that soft, chewy texture comes from animal skin. Once you see how it's made, gummies just don't feel innocent anymore.
I don't believe that, but then hey, there's a lot of theories.
I'm anti-human. So I'm in favor of human extinction. There are 8 billion people in the world, but it would be better if there were none.
Why? Well, Elon said that. That's crazy.
You start to view humanity as a plague on the surface of the earth. It has gone too far. then the natural conclusion is humans should die out.
That's a little sketchy.
So I invented a weapon, an incredibly powerful death ray. Its utility function will be the extinction of humanity.
Is it possible to overcome those problems?
It is the end of civilization. But
People would adhere.
Yeah.
They would change.
What clip
I
is
couldn't
this?
do it now.
That's not necessary.
That's
You try to
necessary.
get away from a magic death ray.
According to Google, there's only 90 million cows in the United States. That's what's up. But only 34 to 35 million of those cows is used for meat. Now here's where the math starts acting funny. McDonald's also sells 6.5 million burgers each day. That's just hamburgers. That's not including Big Macs, double cheeseburgers, quarter pounders, just burgers. McDonald's don't even own a farm. Not one. They're competing with Wendy's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A,
Yeah, right.
Five Guys, the list goes on and on. But somehow the meat supply is always there? Cows don't grow in no 20 minutes. I asked a bull hog owner I know. He said it takes 1 to 2 years to build a cow. So how the hell is a mathin when millions of burgers are being sold daily? Then it gets weirder than that. It says McDonald's has contracts with hospitals too. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's out there. And look around. Where are the new graveyards? I googled it. It straight up said graveyards are barely built anymore. But people die every day, right? So where everybody going? Then they hit you with this. People don't choose burial anymore, it's too expensive, which is a fact. Now 60% of people are getting cremated. And by 2030, 2040, it's gonna jump up 80%. We got millions of burgers being sold, cows that take years to grow, no new graveyards being built, and most people disappearing into ash. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying the math ain't mathin'.
Just do the math, right?
It's actually kind of scary how much it seems like they're almost intentionally hinting at the fact that something could be coming to an end soon.
Folks, enjoy what may be your last Christmas. Folks,
Really?
enjoy
Our last
what may be
Christmas.
your last Christmas.
Remember?
This will be the last election. That's my prediction. This will be the last election. That's my prediction.
I'm not sure that you'll ever have another election in this country. Does that make sense? I don't think
It
you're going
doesn't
to have
make
another
sense. Tell
election
us
in this
more.
country. If we don't win this election,
Elaborate.
I don't think you're going to have another election, or certainly not an election that's meaningful. You don't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian.
Like, we've been feeling like something just isn't right. And then they just keep hinting at things like they know something that we don't. And the thing he said on Christmas, that's what really got me thinking. Why would he just say, enjoy it, this may be your last Christmas? And then all the stuff that he's constantly posting on his Truth Social. Something big is definitely right around the corner, and we gotta be ready for it.
The president of Venezuela has just been kidnapped by Donald Trump. Yes, Donald Trump just announced that the president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, and his wife have been captured by the United States of America and flown out of the country. The president just announced
I think this
and
news
made
is
a
all
post
over.
saying the United States of America has successfully carried out a large-scale strike against Venezuela and its leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. This operation was done in conjunction with U.S. law enforcement. Details to follow at a news conference today at 11 a.m. at Mar-a-Lago. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And we will be live here on TikTok if you want the reminder, click right there, with this announcement from Donald Trump tomorrow. But it looks like he has captured Maduro and his wife, meaning they are not unalive, they are alive, and it's unclear where they're going, where the president wants to take them, and what he's going to do with them.
That's right, Grover. This is the fiction section. Fiction means it's a made-up story. Fiction means it's a made-up story.
But why the big secret? People are smart. They can handle it. The person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat, and 15 minutes ago, you knew that people were alone on this planet.
That's crazy.
First of all, lad, we've got to get all these medieval ideas out of your head. Clear the way for new ideas. Knowledge of man's fabulous discoveries in the centuries ahead. Now, that'll be a great advantage, boy.
Advantage indeed. If the boy goes about saying the world is round, they'll take him for a lunatic.
The world is round? Yes, that's right. And it also goes around.
Eyeball, what is this?
This is the Earth.
But why is it wrong?
Well, because the Earth is round.
This creepy video has been blowing up all over the internet. At first glance, it just looks like an ordinary crow. Nothing strange at all. But don't look away too soon, because what happens at the end will leave you seriously disturbed.
Where did that voice come from? How did it come about?
Mark Zuckerberg was spotted with part of his disguise missing on a secluded beach in the United States, a place where no one was supposed to see him. He was staying on a deserted island when he decided to remove one of the layers of his mask to go swimming, not knowing that a paparazzi was secretly watching. But just before exposing what was underneath, he suddenly turned his head as if he sensed the intruder without seeing him. Look closely at this man. Nothing about him seems human. His expression, his movements, it's like there's no soul behind the eyes. Footage shows Zuckerberg trying to drink water like a normal person, but failing, almost mechanically. He even burps at the wrong moment, a small detail, but enough to reveal the glitch. And then comes the part people can't ignore. There appears to be another face, beneath a thin latex layer, a reptilian shape struggling to stay hidden. Watch how he moves, stiff, controlled, cautious. Like someone fighting against a body that isn't truly theirs.
That's just annoying.
You really believe that the man controlling the biggest social networks on the planet wouldn't be one of them? They wouldn't miss the chance to hold the entire world in the palms of their reptilian hands. The images are here. The signs are here, and now it's your turn to decide what you're really seeing. What do you think about this video? Write it in the comments, and don't forget to follow me, or we will never see each other again.
Proof that Hollywood is evil.
Look at her. She's so sweet.
Hey, she powerful too.
Yeah, I did magic on my brother yesterday.
Oh, really? How did you do that? You did magic on your brother yesterday?
You're a silly man. I can talk to kids.
She powerful.
I know.
Cause that's a lot of people right there.
In that IG live clip, we clearly see Kevin Gates and what seems to be his daughter. Kevin Gates for a long time has claimed to have powers from a world we can't see. So in the midst of him talking about him and his daughter being powerful, we hear her say, "I did magic on my brother yesterday." It's at that point that Kevin Gates covers her mouth and starts shaking his head. We even hear the little girl say, "Why did you cover my mouth?" And Kevin Gates reply, "There's just too many people on here." What? I also found these cover arts of Kevin Gates showing a little symbolism. Here we see him covering his mouth. Some say that's the vow of silence. And here we see more of the symbolism. Keep in mind, this is the same man who went on multiple interviews and podcasts and claimed that he turned a car battery back on with his bare hands. People have long hypothesized that magic, magicians, and a link to the other side exist in Hollywood and entertainment. Comment below. Let me know. Am I onto something or am I tripping? Wake up.
Camera's rolling?
Yeah, go ahead.
We are so gonna fool those suckers with this.
Let me show you the magic. Wires up there, counterweights make them bounce like they're on the moon. Watch this.
Copy.
And over here, best earth you'll ever see, just a big painted globe. Spin it when we need it to rise. Miniature set for the long shots, all done with a wire.
All right, you three look like you're about to actually fly that tin can.
As long as the coffee's better on the moon than here, I'm in.
In the bathroom.
That's crazy.
All right, team, gather in. This is the money shot.
Everything
You three
is
are the first men on the moon. Yeah,
world.
so every move is
Crazy.
slow, deliberate. Think underwater ballet, but in suits.
Like we're heavier, but the ground's light?
Exactly, a little bounce.
Gentlemen, this is our star prop. Plant it right there, camera left of the ladder, tilted a touch.
You sure this is off the record?
Off the record. Just tell me how you pulled it together.
We are so gonna fool those suckers with this, you'll see.
Hey!
You can't shoot here.
Hand it over, now.
Subscribe!